Dear younger me, well, it's almost the big day. How are you holding up, girlfriend? Are you excited? Are you feeling anxious? Do you have cold feet? It's completely normal to experience these emotions. Your wedding day is a day you should cherish for the rest of your life. It's the day that you will profess your love to your husband before God, your family, and friends. Always remember that God brought you and your husband together. Everything that you and your husband endured to get to this point will be so worth it in the end. I want to take you down a brief stroll of memory lane. Walk with me, honey. I promise you, your soul will be encouraged as you embark upon this journey called marriage with your husband-to-be. Reflect on the first day you two met and how you had doubts about whether to go out with him on a first date because of his weight. Wow. That was shallow of me. Trust me, you and your hubby will laugh over this later, so don't beat yourself up too much about it. Besides, you also reap the benefits of your husband taking care of his temple later on in your marriage, if you catch my drift, especially in the love department. Remember how you felt when you questioned yourself over and over again on whether he was the right man for you because you thought he wasn't quote unquote spiritual enough? Remember how insecure you were and how you sought out affirmation from him every chance you got? Remember how clingy you were and how you refused to set boundaries on when to leave his apartment late at night, putting you and him in compromising situations that you would one day regret. Remember finding out that you were pregnant before your wedding day and feeling ashamed about what people in the church would think, but then realizing that God doesn't make mistakes and that your firstborn son would be a blessing to both your lives beyond what you could ever imagine. Remember all of this, my love. Remember the interactions you had in marital counseling sessions and not fully understanding what real love really meant. That the love between a husband and a wife is sacrificial, unconditional, forgiving, and reveals how selfish each person can be when times get hard. Even though there were moments in your journey where you wanted to run away and give up, be grateful. Trust me, be grateful that your husband didn't give up on you. Although he was tempted. Instead, he loved you through it despite your crazy roller coaster of emotions. Be grateful that you are marrying a man who is pure in heart, patient with you, and accepts you for who you are unconditionally. Be grateful you are marrying a man that is an amazing father to his 21-year-old daughter and to your future children. They will always know that they are loved and supported by their father no matter what. Be patient with yourself as a wife, and always remember that the state of becoming a Proverbs 31 woman is an ongoing process that may never be fully achieved, and be okay with that. Be yourself. Never compare your marriage to another couple's marriage. What works for one couple may not work for you and your husband. Always seek the Lord first in all you do. If you strive to please God, pleasing your husband will be that much easier because of where your focus lies. Serve your husband. I repeat, serve your husband. Even in those moments when you feel like he doesn't deserve it and fall short in meeting your needs. You must do your part and try not to worry about what your husband does or doesn't do. Now, I'm not saying it will be easy, because Lord knows it's not, but it can be done. Take your husband to the Lord in prayer and watch God faithfully move on your behalf every single time. By the way, The 5 Love Languages is a book you two should invest in. It will really help out a lot. Oh, and if I could give one more tidbit of advice, please don't forget to have fun with your husband and try not to take yourself so seriously, honey. It's really okay to laugh at yourself sometimes. Finding those moments of humor between you and your husband will help keep things light and create a healthy balance in your marriage that you both will come to appreciate. And lastly, never ever consider divorce as an option. You and your husband will take a vow to love each other till death do you part. This means that through the good and bad times, you both must remain committed to putting in the work. Marriage is not easy. It is a union between two imperfect people who need a little grace, mercy, and understanding from the other to become the spouse God calls them to be. I'm so proud that you chose to step out on faith and let God do the rest. Always remember and meditate on 1 Corinthians 13, verses 4 through 13, specifically verse 7 that says, "Love never gives up, never loses faith, is always hopeful, and endures through every circumstance." Now get yourself ready for your wedding day tomorrow, girlfriend. I know you'll look so beautiful. Just relax and rest in the Lord. Always trust in Him, and He will direct your path. Love always, Mrs. Rashanda Booker.
Thank you. Thank you for taking another moment to stop and listen to another Dear Younger Me letter. Thank you, Rashanda, for taking out time to write and share and reflect based on your testimony and your journey. Such a sweet reflection of grace and such a sweet reflection of love. I want us to take a moment right now to just think. Take this time to reflect on how the Lord has taken our circumstances, our situations, our victories, and our challenges, and just made them into what He wants them to be at this very moment. And then I want you to take a moment to just say thank you. Thank you, Lord, for all you've done, and thank you for how you make beauty from ashes. So sweet. If you don't know the Lord in your heart, you've never accepted Him, I don't want to take for granted that we all know Him. Please just ask Him into your heart and He will come. He is waiting to be in relationship with you. If you've made that decision for the first time, please let us know, because we want to walk with you through this journey. We want to be a resource and help to you. So let us know. For all of us, I pray that God will be big in us, be big to us, and be big through us. And I can't wait to see you next week. See ya.